Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Sabbath School Nuggets. Now, before we begin, I just want to say thank you to Cynthia for her wonderful insights into last week's lesson, Planning for Success. This week, we're going to be talking about covetousness. Our memory text comes from Luke 12 and 15. Take heed and beware of covetousness, for one's life does not consist in the abundance of the things he possesses. Sabbath's lesson asks a great question. What exactly is covetousness? Because let's face it, it's not a word we use every day. Well, you might know it better by another name, envy. The dictionary defines envy as the dissatisfaction or resentment that you feel when you desire something that belongs to another person. Aristotle defined envy as the pain we feel at the sight of another's good fortune. In other words, envy is when you see another person who has a blessing that you don't, and you don't want them to have it because you want that blessing for yourself. In other words, envy or covetousness are thieves that want to steal other people's blessings. Envy says, I want what you have, and if I can't have it, you can't have it either. Which brings us to Sunday's lesson and the original sin which started with covetousness. Isaiah 14 tells us that Satan wanted something for himself that only belonged to God. Worship. Now, the lesson points out that the Bible draws a connection between coveting and idolatry. And the author of the lesson does an amazing job of pointing out that both coveting and idolatry have the same goal, the love of self over God. Think about that for a moment. Back in the day, people worshipped idols based on their deepest desires. If you wanted children, you worshipped idols of fertility. If you wanted a good crop, you worshipped idols that controlled the weather. If you wanted to win a victory in battle, you worshipped the idols of war. In other words, the idols were a reflection of our greed. In the same way, coveting or envy is a reflection of our greed or desire to have something that belongs to somebody else. Down through the ages, Satan has longed for the one thing that doesn't belong to him. And if he can't have it, then he doesn't want Jesus to have it either. That same spirit of envying other people's blessings and abundance is in the world today. But God's people are called to possess a different spirit, to rejoice in other people's blessings and to celebrate their good fortune. The question is, of these two spirits, which one do you possess? Well, that was our nugget for today. Have a look at your lesson this week, and I'll see you tomorrow.